Her parents are waiting. Typical. I try to help you, and this is the thanks I get. You think I can't see you shaking at the other end of that barrel? Do you think I don't know that your brain is trying to process the horrible fact that, oh my God, it talks? And if it talks, it thinks. And you can't stand that, can you? When are you going to learn that you're not hunters? You're sheep with shotguns. You don't want me for your enemy. So take the help. Forget whatever happened last year. You've barely scratched the surface of this problem. Ghosts tend to be territorial about places where they were used like cattle and then tortured to death. They're funny that way. Arcadie's execution tore a hole into the land of the dead and unleashed every pissed-off convict that died in that place since 1931. I know you four think you actually accomplished something last year, but the truth is, they went back to sleep on their own. There was no one left for them to kill. That was, of course, until this. So now they're out again, but this time they want everybody dead. The only way to stop them permanently is to find the person or thing responsible for making that hole and break them. If you do that, every rot in this town will be immediately and violently evacuated back to the other side. But any living person not 20 miles out of town dies with them. No favorites, no exceptions. The girl, her parents, everyone will die. Instantly. You get it now? No second chances and no room for your stupid prejudice. That's right. Don't take no shit from anybody's stuffed animal. Carpenter. If you have to call me something, you can call me Carpenter. I checked out the prison, and someone's trying their damnedest to keep people out. You won't get through the gates. Luckily, I know a secret or two. My apologies. It ain't the prettiest way, but it'll get you inside. I was always, you know, a tough guy. I'd been cut up, shot, and thought I knew what pain was. That Weasley little son of a bitch vampire showed me how wrong I was. I spent 2 years locked up in this hole, and I don't know what was worse. Cowering in my cell at night, praying the warden and his blood-sucking partners wouldn't want to feed on me, or listening to Hadrian giggle like a little girl while he tortured us and took notes. Save it. You wanted in, I got you in. This place is filled with more angry specters than you could possibly imagine. We spent years as human cattle for Degenhardt and his friends, and when we were no good for that, we were lab rats for Hadrian. The only reason I came back was to give Hadrian what he deserved. 4 days of never-ending pain. So I used you to get to him. We all got what we wanted. Dead. Hadrian's dead. But I'm still here. You killed him? You killed him? Do you have any idea what it takes to get back here? Twice? He was mine! And you sheep, you stolen from me! You're going to beg me to kill you. Rise and shine, sweetheart. It's parole time. The governor just come and saved your ass. Now get out of my cell. Forget about your friend and everything else in here. Well done, well done. But you see, this town doesn't belong to you. It belongs to me. You think so, eh? I've been working this town for a long time now, and it's not that easy to roll. The cult was a good idea, but the execution was sloppy. The same goes for the flea bag. And the rogue hunter thing, that was inspired, but again, sloppily executed. I think your problem is a lack of foresight. Yada, yada, yada. That crap might walk in the underworld, but here in the Skinlands, you gotta have your shit together before you start moving on somebody else's turf. Me? Not yet. Someone else has a bone to pick with you first, so I had to take a number this time. I don't get your slimy ass until you're back where you belong, and once you're back home, you're mine. So I guess you've noticed that your little dance with the witch and her Shadowlands pet 5 years ago had some repercussions. Don't worry though. Lucian and Genefex were quick to move in and rebuild. That's what we do in Ashcroft, you know. Cover up our sins and hide them with pretty lights. Make like they never happened. But you and I know the truth. So here's the story, little hunters. In order for me to fully come back from the Shadowlands, I had to make a deal. You don't have to worry about the details, but it basically comes down to me having to kill you. Now you know I don't like you, but I like to think that we've got this mutual grudging respect thing going on. So please, do not take this ass beating I'm about to lay down on you personally. If you send me back, I can't tell you anything, so back the hell off. Like I said, I had to make a deal. In order to come back, I had to oversee this club. Once a week, a bunch of this stuff arrives from the Genefex labs. I don't know what's in it, so don't ask me. All I'm supposed to do is mix it into the drinks. I know what you're thinking, but Lucian doesn't have the power to bring me back from the Shadowlands. Not many things do. There's more involved here than you think, and way more going on than Lucian wants you to know. The last thing I want to do is attract his attention. I'm getting the hell out of here before they've noticed I failed. And if you had any sense in those thick heads, you'd turn around and do the same thing.